guys, John here, learningguitarnow.com, and in this lesson I want to show you kind of a Stevie Ray Vaughan, John Mayer inspired 12-bar major blues solo. Now, this solo is in 6/8 time signature, and it's in the key of E, 1-4-5. We're utilizing the E, the A, and the B major chords. And I think that's a really cool kind of a solo to learn. Pretty much just utilizing the major scale, mostly the major pentatonic, but actually throwing in the major scale as well. And I think it's a great idea to learn how to play some major style stuff like this, kind of a ballad influence solo. We'll go ahead and take a look at the first couple of licks for free. And if you would like the full lesson, the interactive tab, and the backing track, check out the All Access Pass. When you do become an All Access Pass subscriber, you'll also gain access to all the courses I've created on playing in the style of Clapton, B.B. King, Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan. And you also find courses that will teach you the concepts and techniques for playing improvisational blues and slide guitar. Let's go ahead and start this lesson. Okay, now I'm going to break this solo down for you into 9 separate licks. Once again, this is played in the key of E. Lick 1 sounds like this. Okay, so that is lick number 1, and what's going on with it is, like I said, this is the key of E. We're starting here on the B.B. King position. You can also look at this as 3rd position minor pentatonic scale, but this is a major sounding blues, so I'm going to be utilizing the major pentatonic scale. So utilizing this 6th fret on the G string right here. That little B.B. King position sounds great over any kind of a major blues. So I'm just bending up the 7th fret on the B string, adding a rake to start it out, and bending it twice. While it's bent, I'm striking the pre-bent, pulling it down and releasing to the 5th fret of the B string. So you got, and then striking the 7th fret on the B string. So that little move is a great major sounding move. Also, when you're bending that 7th fret B string, in this case, I want it to be the major 3rd is the target note, 9th fret on the B string, bending it up 2 frets. It's key to know if you're playing over a major blues, E major chord has that major 3rd in it. G sharp. So I'm bending to that note. And then the next step is just we've done this. I'm raking again. And I also throw these rakes in randomly. You don't always have to rake it. You could choose to just strike it. So what kind of attitude you want to do. And most of this stuff is improvised, so you want to be able to go back and forth between all these kind of styles. But just doing that lick perfectly, you should be able to do that in your sleep. All I'm doing is raking, pulling down, bending, pulling down, releasing to the 5th fret. Just got to make sure you got your muting down with your palm right hand, and then releasing to 5th fret, adding some vibrato. And for more about muting all the strings like this, check out my Blues Techniques course. So that is the basic melody that I'm using for this little solo here. I'm just repeating it. Makes a really cool major sounding lick. Okay, so that's lick 1. All right, lick 2 sounds like this. Okay, so that is lick number 2. A lot of cool stuff happening with that. We're still on the 1 chord, and then we're about to switch to the 4 chord A. So I'm raking and then striking 7th fret on the high E, sliding into the 9th fret. I like that little move right there. It's just a great little position, 7-9 on the high E, and then 7-9 on the B string. So it makes a little great major pattern if you're in that B.B. King slot. That little position right there is awesome to use. I use that a ton when I'm playing major kind of blues. So we slid to this 9 fret on the high E string. Now hit 7, 9. And right when the A chord is happening, I'm doing that little lick. And actually on this one, I'm just gonna pre-bend to the minor third. That's over the A chord. So we got that same little move again. Bending, kind of pre-bending, pull down, release to 5. Add some vibrato, let that hang for the whole bar. And when the bar comes back around, the next bar over A, we're gonna bend up 7th fret of the B string twice. Let it hang. Now strike it while it's bent. I'm using an upstroke. Pull down, release to 5. So you got strike that 7. Now release to 5th fret. Let that vibrato just a little bit on the 7th fret of the B string. Now strike 6 on the G string here. Now we're gonna do pretty much 4 bends here. So bend the first one, 2 frets up to the 9th fret sound. The next one, then 10. Then bend it again back to the major third sound. So you got first step is 3 bends. And we're just striking that once. So we got, that's what the notes you want to hear. Except we're bending it. Now I'm doing a 4th bend. It's basically that sound right here. Got it already bent. You kind of release pressure and then bend up, down, release real quick. It's a pretty cool little bend move. Has kind of a Chris Buck flavor if you're familiar with him, a really awesome young guitar player. Kind of stole that move from him, but he does that kind of stuff all the time. So we had pretty much it. It's hard to do slow because you ain't able to hear it because the notes die out. So I've had this. Now hit 6 on the G string. Hammer on 5 to 7 on the B string. And then strike the last note, the 5th fret of the B string here. So the whole lick 2 is this. Okay, so that is lick number 2. Okay, well that does it for this lesson. Like I said previously, if you would like access to the full lesson, the interactive tab and the backing track, as well as all the video podcasts, full lesson, interactive tab and backing tracks, check out the All Access Pass. Okay, I'll see you next time.